Welcome to the Naresh Technology, and today we are going to discuss the topic called binary search, which is one of the searching algorithm. As we know that why we required a searching, whenever we wanted to search a particular element is present in the list or not. In that case, particularly we are using the searching techniques. So if I'm talking about the particularly in a searching technique zone, so we have one of the searching technique which is a brute force technique, which we call it as linear search or sequential search. Another techniques we have a binary search technique, and apart from that another techniques we have is a hashing, correct? So today we are going to discuss about the binary search. Okay, binary search, it is one of the searching techniques. It is one of the searching technique, right? And the techniques binary search will follow, the approach binary search will follow, it's a divide and conquer approach. Divide and conquer approach, correct? So in a binary search, see, this is the particular use of the binary search is to search a particular element whether it is present in the list or not, correct? But the approach is somewhat different, that in a linear search we have a particular element and we have to check that the particular element in the is present in the list or not. So we are comparing that element with each and every element of the list. But in case of binary search, we have a different approach. Here we are checking that first of all the primary condition for binary search is what? Element should be in a sorted order. If elements are in the sorted order, then only you can apply the binary search algorithm, correct? Now we'll see how exactly the approach. Okay, assume that I have a list. Okay, so the primary condition is that element of the list should be in a sorted order. Suppose I have an element called 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 13, 17 and 78. Suppose this is my list and I wanted to search for a particular element. Suppose my key element is 17, right? I have to search for the element 17, right? So in a brute force approach, we are comparing this element with the each and every element of the list, right? If the element is found, we can simply say that okay, the element is found. But this approach is somewhat different. Here we are dividing the list into two parts, correct? So as I told that it's a divide and conquer strategy, and what divide and conquer strategy will tell us, whenever you have a problem, consider that problem as a large problem, and whenever you are feeling that the problem is large, you will try to divide it into sub problem. If you are feeling that the sub problem itself is a large problem, then we are dividing it further up to when we have to divide, up to it will become a small problem, right? And when we say the problem is a small, guys, if the problem is solvable in one or two operation, we can say that the problem is a small problem. Same approach I am using here. Now the question is how to divide the array. Okay, so we are dividing the list with the help of indices, right? So we know that this is the list and the index of the first element is 0. So I will take here two variables, which is low, which is pointing to the first index, and I will take another value high, which is pointing to the last index, which is len of lst minus 1, correct? So if you see here, this is the 0th index, this is the first index, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and 7th index, correct? So here the low value is 0 and the high value is 7, right? Now in this case you have to find out the mid. So mid equals to low plus high floor division 2, correct? Now if you do this calculation, you are getting here 0 plus 7 floor division 2. So if you get the answer, you are getting here answer as a 3, correct? So this is the 0th element, this is the first element, this is the second and this is the third. So I will get here two parts of a list. This is my first part, this is my first part of the list, right? And this is my second part of the list, correct? How we have divided? We have divided on the basis of low and high, correct? Now what will happen? Again, I am feeling that this list is bigger, or now you have to do one thing, right? You got the mid here, right? So mid index is 2. Suppose I am telling LST of mid. What is LST of mid here? LST of mid means third position, which element is there? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 7 is there. Now, is it the 7 element is my key, whichever I am searching? No. So, I can say that mid element is not my key, whichever I am searching. Now, what to do next? Now, the elements you are searching in this list is lesser than the mid or greater than the mid. We got to know that it's a greater than the mid. So, you don't have to search the left part of the array or left part of the list. So, you have to search in the right side of the list. See guys, if you see the sequential search example, whatever the key is there, you have to iterate this entire list and compare that element with each and every element of the list. But what is happening here, because the elements are in the sorted order, half of the portion you need no need to iterate. Here only you have to iterate here. So every time your search space is getting reduced. Earlier it was the entire list, correct? Now in the second division, what will happen? The list is got divided into two parts. So I have reduced the search space into the half search space, right? Now I got to know that the element, the key, whichever I am searching, that key is greater than this LST of mid. The key is greater than this LST of a mid. So what I have to do? I don't have to search in the left part. I will only search in the right part. Okay. Now if I search in the right part, this element will be the mid plus 1, correct? And this element will be the same as high, correct? This element will be the same as high. Now again I will check, again I have to divide, I will consider this problem as a big problem. Now again I will find out the mid, correct? Now this time, what is this? What is the index of this 9? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is your fourth and this is the same your seventh. So this is your fourth and this is your seventh, correct? Now I have to search again this one. So again I will check that how to find the mid. So I will take here mid equals to again 4 plus 7 floor division 2. So what is the answer? You are getting here is near about 11 means 5.5, you are getting 5. So this is a 4, this is a fifth. Now again I will check same thing. The key element is smaller than mid or greater than mid. So I got to know that I wanted to search for the 17th, right? But this 13, this is my mid, this is smaller than my key value. So that's why again I will search in the right part. Okay. So this process you have to continue. Up to when you have to continue? Up to you traverse the entire half portion of the list. Once you traverse the entire half portion and still you didn't got the key equals to mid element, then you can simply say that the element is not found. Okay. Now we'll see how to use this one or how to code this one. I will write here def equals to binary search, correct? Now I have to pass the LST, correct? Then I have to pass the key, right? Then I have to pass the low, then I have to pass the high. These are the things I need to pass, correct? Now what is the next thing? Next thing what I have to do? I have to check that, see, I have to do this thing iteratively, that every time I need to find the mid, right? Again I have to check that the element is greater than the mid or smaller than the mid. Based on that I need to iterate the things, correct? So what I will do, I will write here loop while low is less than or equals to high, right? If this is the scenario, then what I have to do? I have to always find the mid. So I will write mid equals to low plus high floor division 2, correct? Now I will check here if, what should I check? If key equals to LST of mid, if I am getting this one, I will simply say that return mid, correct? If this is not a case, I am saying that elif if key is greater than the LST of mid, right? If this is the scenario, then key is greater means I have to search in the right part. In that case, what will happen? My low equals to mid plus 1, correct? And my high equals to same, right? High will be the same. Same means len minus 1, len of list minus 1, right? Next thing else, I can simply say that if this is not a scenario, means it is lesser than. In that case, I can say that low will be the same, but high equals to mid minus 1. This is the scenario, correct? Now, if this is the case, if it is not there, I can simply return minus 1, correct? So what I am trying to do here, I am passing the list, I am passing that element to be searched, I am passing here low value, I am passing here high value of the list, correct? Now I have to iterate this thing. This is my iterative approach. Again, I am finding out the mid every time, and I am checking that if key equals to LST of a mid, I have to return the mid. If this is not a case, if key is greater than the middle element, I will simply increase the count of the low and high will be the same. And if the key value is lesser than the mid, I will decrease the count of the high, which is mid minus 1. Now what I will do, I will take the same list here. LST equals to 2, 3, 4, 17, 89, 90, 96. This is my list. Now I am telling that low equals to same 0, high equals to, I am passing len of LST minus 1. This is my high value, and I am passing here, suppose result equals to, I am calling this binary underscore search, correct? In that I am passing LST. The key element I wanted to search is a 70, right? And then I am passing here low. Then I have the next value which is high, correct? Now I am passing this one. Now if the result equals to minus 1, if result equals to minus 1, I can simply say that print element not found, right? And if this is not a case, then I can simply say that else print the element is found. Element is found, correct? Now if you see this code, okay, there may be the error, but if you see this code, whatever I am speaking, how exactly we plan to code this, same way I am writing here. That initially this function call, let me run it guys, see here. Simple, what is happening here? Initially I have defined one list, okay. I have defined the low and high. Why I am defining low and high? Because I have to divide the list into two parts. So low is my this 0th value and high is my last value of the list. So low is 0, how to find out the high? len of the list minus 1, right? And there is my function call called binary search. In that I am passing the list, I am passing the key I wanted to search, whether that key is present in the list or not. Then the third thing I am passing here low and high value. Once I pass this function here I are getting list, key, low and high. Now this loop will be iterated up to this condition. So low less than or equals to high, this is my termination condition of the list. So up to that it will check here. For example, suppose I am passing here any element which is not present in the list, suppose 100. See, it is telling that it's not found, correct? So the way we are speaking guys, same way we have coded this code, okay? So what is the advantage of using this binary search guys? It's okay. So what is the problem in the sequential approach? That whenever you have a key, you are comparing that key with the each and every element of the list. That is a general and conventional approach. So in that case, the time complexity will be order of n, because total number of elements we have to compare the key elements, right? So suppose I am assuming that the size of the list is n, which is means total number of elements available in the list are n. So you require total n comparison. So that's why time complexity in that case will be order of n. What about the space complexity? I don't require any extra variable apart from the low, high and key. So space complexity will be order of 1 only, right? But in case of binary search, every time I am dividing the half, then again half, then again half. Means if you consider like this, initially the array was or the list was n, right? Initially the list was n, right? Initially the list was n, then I had divided into approximately n by 2, then approximately n by 4, and up to 1. This I divided. So every time n is getting half. So if I try to calculate the time complexity in this way, it will be order of log n. because every time it is getting half of the n. So in that case, the time complexity will be order of n, and the space complexity will be the same, which is order of 1. So this is the advantage of binary search over the sequential search, that our overall time is getting reduced, means ultimately we are decreasing the total number of comparison compared to the sequential search. Space wise is okay, but time wise binary search is better. But the main disadvantage of binary search is what? That elements should be in a sorted order, right? So if the elements of the list are not in sorted order, we can't apply the binary search. So this is the primary and mandatory condition for binary search. Now you will get a doubts. What if the list is not in a sorted order? Then I have to apply binary search. As we know, guys, that elements should be in a sorted order, then only we can apply the binary search. So what to do first? We'll apply one of the sorting algorithm and then we can apply the binary search. In that case, the time complexity will definitely increase. So minimum time required to do sorting is order of n log n, correct? So if the list is not sorted, right? In this case, first we have to sort. So the minimum time required to do the sorting is order of n log n, correct? Either you can use merge sort or quick sort, correct? Plus, to apply the binary search, right? To search a particular element, it will take the order of log n time, correct? Which is a log n time, correct? Now, if I calculate the total time in this case, if the list is not in a sorted order, it will be T of n equals to n log n plus log n. So which is the upper bound here? N log n. So in this case, the time complexity will be order of n log n, correct? So if you are using the not in place sort, or you can use, if you are using the stable sort like a merge sort, in that case space complexity is also getting increased, because for a merge sort we require extra array. But you are telling that no sir, no problem, we'll use the in place sorting. We are not using the stable sort, we are using the quick sort. In that case, your space complexity will be order of 1 only, right? But the problem is what? Whenever the list is not in a sorted way, you have to sort it first and then you are searching for the particular element, right? So this is the way the binary search will work, guys. So this is the best algorithm for a searching, because if you know the binary search, you can solve many questions on the lead code, because most of the problem statement have an intuition which is related to the binary search, guys. Okay, so be good in binary search. Thank you.